it's not just your actions that got you the current results you have. That's the big mistake people make. In the Western world, we're so focused on actions. What gives you your results that you currently have is your thinking. Because it's your thinking that creates your action. Most people don't know that. They didn't teach me that in school. They certainly didn't teach me that in law school. I had to go and find that stuff out on my own outside of school. It's your thinking that creates your actions, and it's your actions that create your results 100% of the time. So I cannot change a result with the same thinking that got me that result in the first place. Albert Einstein said something like that, and he probably said it much more eloquently than I just did, but you cannot change a result with the same thinking that got you that result in the first place. You have to change your thinking if you want to change a result. Absolutely have to. You cannot sustain a change with the same thinking. It's impossible. So have you ever seen it where somebody's gone out there, they've tried, they went to the gym on January 1st, so you go to the gym on January 1st, there's 1,000 people in there, you're like, come on. But don't worry, because most of them will be gone by February, right? Why is that? Because they're only focused here, and they're like, why can't I get myself up and go to the gym? Because you're still thinking like the same person who doesn't want to go to the gym. Does that make sense? So it's all about shifting your thinking. So people say to me all the time, well, how do you shift your thinking? Well, you start with small steps. Again, like anything, it's practice. And I'm going to share with you something that has made such a massive impact on my life. And for every time I've shared it with an audience, I have people coming to me years later telling me that they've implemented it and it's changed their lives forever. You guys ready? When I was a practicing attorney, I used to set my alarm clock like a half hour early so that I could snooze. Has anyone ever done that before?
Every day.
Like set it early so you can snooze because you're like, I need to just be able to have that feeling of going back to sleep for a little while. Well, the challenge was when the alarm used to go off, my first waking thought was, oh my God, not yet. Like, how powerful is that for the first waking thought in the morning? Not yet. Oh no, not yet. Unbelievably powerful. So anyway, after lots of years of work on growth and development, I learned to shift that. Now I still get a snooze. I get a 5-minute snooze, but here's how it goes. When the alarm goes off in the morning, the very first thing I do is I hit snooze and I go to gratitude. So I call it the gratitude snooze. And so for 5 minutes straight, I go over everything in my life that I'm grateful for. Everything that I did yesterday, and the people I got to meet, and the people who contributed to me, and the people I got to contribute to. And then I think about things like my family and my home and where I live and my health and all of those great things. And then I go to thinking about what am I going to do today. And I actually create my day before it ever happens. I create my day all the way through until the end. Every single one of you were in my gratitude snooze this morning, and you didn't even know about it. So you think about it. You create your day before it happens. You set your mind. You create your be. You start your thinking like that. Remember how I said before most people start in neutral? I set my day like this day is going to be fantastic, and I'm going to have the best attitude that I can possibly have today. I'm not letting anything get me down. So that way, when I do come into a negative experience or a negative stimulus, which I will, I can guarantee you that I will come in to negative patterns throughout the day from somewhere, as long as I'm leaving my house or getting on the phone or turning on the TV. But I don't have to go anywhere that my environment dictates. I go where I dictate with my thinking. Now, when you create that kind of thinking, you can add anything to it. If there's a result you want to shift, start off in the morning with gratitude that you've shifted it. That's the thing that changes your be. Remember how I said, think like the leader. Think like this person, like right now. There's this theory, fake it till you make it. Some people poo-poo it. I say, you know what? In the right circumstances, it works. Start being right now the leader that you aspire to be. And if you think you're not there yet, well, fake it and be there right now anyway. Because when you create the habit, you become. Does that make sense? So you start being right now. You change your thinking. And the interesting thing is the people around you change.